Hello, everybody. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Azami. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Guys, don't be mad at me, okay? Don't hate me or nothing. I know it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? But it's been a minute because y'all, in light of the transition I talked about in my last video, this transition brought upon another spiritual awakening, the death of a ego, okay, and me standing face to face, okay, nose to nose, eyebrow to eyebrow with my shadow. You know what I'm saying? With my darkness. And one thing I learned about the darkness, you do gotta let that shit overcome you so that you can overcome it. And like I said in my childhood trauma video, you let the darkness consume you so much so that you find yourself back in the womb and you stay in that womb. You stay in that darkness. You rest. You sit. You chill. You relax in that darkness until you are ready to rebirth yourself again. Okay? And your darkness, your shadow, okay, you figure it out. You figure out, okay, what about me is really dark? What about me do I need to shed some light on? You know what I'm saying? You figure that out so that while you are in your darkness and things start triggering you, you don't project that onto other people. You figure that shit out, and then you rebirth yourself once you really find light again, once you really are able to conquer life in a way that is plausible and free to your own right. And that's something that I've been going through the process of. Okay, my ego, I'm actually fasting right now because I have to shed a past version of myself. I cannot keep going back into old ways of lack of self-control, lack of discipline, because if I keep reverting back to that, and I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to YouTube, and I'm documenting my journey, if I keep reverting and trying to talk to you guys about how to heighten your consciousness, I will feel fake. And that's not good. Okay. So I had to come back when I rejuvenated myself in a way. I'm still in my solitude. I'm still in my isolation. I'm still figuring out my shadow, but I'm able to talk as I go through the process. Okay. As I go through the process of another spiritual initiation. Okay. That's something that we don't talk about. Everybody and anybody can put on the mask, can put on the guise, disguise of earthy, of spiritual. Okay, you can wear the locks, you can act like you meditate, you can take pictures of yourself doing the yoga. Okay, you can take pictures of your crystals, you can take pictures of yourself burning the sage, but the spiritual initiation consists of you overcoming that darkness that you were placed in. And not to mention, this darkness that we feel has been brought upon us throughout our childhood. You know what I'm saying? They try to tell us that saying shit like childhood trauma and trauma bond, talking about trauma is like new age. They try to say shit like that, but feelings ain't never been new age, okay? Feelings and what you went through and what you struggled through ain't never been new age, okay? You have to. I think of the story of Buddha, how he put himself in the suffering in order to become enlightened. He had to put himself in darkness to become enlightened. I think of my ancestors, victims of chattel slavery, or survivors of chattel slavery. And they call African Americans Solan, which means people of soul, because it takes that initiation of darkness. So my ancestors, they initiated themselves without even, they had, the Most High initiated them into spirit, into spirituality. And that's why things like hoodoo and the ways in which they use the Bible is so important. And it's so important how they tricked us into witchcraft, this witchcraft mindset of thinking, because our ancestors believed that the magic existed on the inside. Their magic is our God-given right, and the Bible is just the words to speak in order to activate the magic, in order to understand the magic, overstand the magic. Okay. And so I think about that and I think about my own. So I use all these stories and all these real life examples and I reflect that onto my own life. And I reflect that onto my own childhood, my childhood that was very dark. Okay. And my teenagerhood that was very dark. Okay. And now my coming into adulthood where I still have to figure out my darkness. All of that darkness was my initiation because the Most High knew that I could overcome that shit and I could be enlightened and I could find nirvana and I could reach peace. And I found it, you know, and even in my most depressive moments, I'm still able to be circle back to my peace. Okay, because depression is nothing but spiritual attack, spiritual warfare. Somebody trying to make your energy depressed, make you feel heavy. It's the weight of the past, the weight of the world on your back. And so I initiate myself back into my spirit by allowing that weight to just fall off me. Fall off me. Just like when you, you know, your titties is consumed by the bra. You take the damn bra off and you feel better. And you like, damn, my titties is kind of heavy. God damn. I ain't wearing this damn bra again. I'm not putting on the bra again. My titties is too heavy. Stop. Okay. I'm just making an example, y'all. I'm just making an example. It gets heavy for me, especially when I think of what my ancestors went through. But that generational trauma, it exists for a reason. It's crazy how they survived that. And them surviving that, I am a reflection of everything my ancestors went through. Damn, that's deep. And so I hold myself to that standard because when I was in my solitude, when I was in my isolation, the only people I had around me was the Most High and my spirit team that surrounded me and carried me, you know? And so now it's like, okay, this is who I live for. This is what I live for, to serve as a reflection in a good way to my ancestors who were survivors of of bullshit. Who my ancestors who were just victims all in all of aliens. Okay, I don't know another word of humans. Humans, because okay, I learned that humans in the law dictionary is defined as monsters. So my ancestors, gods and goddesses that were victimized by humans, they survived that shit. And so now I'm like, okay, I have to be the survivor of my own little problems. And I have to be the reflection of what it means to be spiritual, to be Negro spiritual at that. So yeah. So yeah, y'all. I say all that to say, okay, summarize it, summary it up. Despite whatever these gurus, these spiritual gurus try to tell you about how to go about certain things, try to tell you about how to eat, try to tell you about how to move, try to tell you about your own magic, try to tell you about your spirituality, try to tell you about your Bible, whatever these spiritual gurus online try to tell you, you always do what works for you at the end of the day. Okay, it's between you and the Most High how you go about this life, and you do what works for you at the end of the day. You initiating yourself into spirituality is you staying pure throughout the disruption of all the contaminated souls in your lifetime that tried to bring you down. Staying pure and remaining pure throughout all the things that were disheartening to your life and that could have contaminated you, but yet didn't, because you know that you were handpicked and golden by the Most High in order to fulfill something greater than what these contaminated souls ever could even make you, if it ever could even believe about their own selves. Okay, these contaminated souls try to bring you down because They saw the light in you before you even saw your own damn light. And that's the initiation, finding your light. And yes, it takes suffering, but the suffering is necessary and needed in order for you to become the best version of yourself that you can be. And I was just talking to my partner about this, where I told him, I was like, I don't think my purpose on this life is something long and complex. I think my purpose is very much so easy to understand and overstand. It is to live and enjoy life and do what I love every day and be in that love energy. And me being in that love energy is what raises the vibration. Okay, it's going to be what helps others. Okay, even if it helps just one person, even if it helps just two people, I'm fulfilled because I know that I assisted in raising the vibration of this earth, of this realm. I know. We have multiple purposes because this matrix makes us think that we are only living one life, but we live multiple lives in this life. So my purpose right now is to just be in that love energy. My purpose right now is to just do what I love to do and to figure out my body and shed a few smiles on some people and make their day. And that's what keeps me going every day. Okay, my partner, my loving partner, the loving, protective nature from the Most High, and my spirit team, and the world surrounding me, everything natural, like the world surrounding me in that aspect. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back. Look, I do this for myself more than anything. I don't do this to get monetized. I don't do this, I don't do this to tell you about yourself. I do this to tell me about myself and assist other people and overcoming the things that I went through. Assist other people in overcoming the things that I am attempting to overcome too. And it's a long journey, but I will never think that I am better than anybody else. Okay, I will never think that I am more feminine than somebody else. I will never think these things. I will never think anything that other people may be projecting onto me. And I know some monitoring spirits out there that's really projecting on me hard. And look, okay, I'm glad that y'all had y'all month off from me, but I'm back now. I'm back. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out my Etsy shop where I sell crystal and shell and rock and necklaces and I just, where I'm just selling my art. So, all right, guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for 1300. All right, bye.